What a deck!
Hello and welcome back to What a Deck, where we play troll decks, rogue decks, and whatever the hell I feel like. I'm your host, Hardleg Joe, and today we're playing Mermail Atlantean OTK, as brought to you by Patreon sponsor Ariane Zweres, who specifically wanted me to play a Go Second beatdown version of this deck. If you're unfamiliar with Mermail Atlanteans, they can do a lot of hand-loopy stuff, a lot of things with Moon Glacia, but we're not doing that kind of shit here. We're maxing out on Abyss Megalo and just hitting with a tidal wave of shark-based attacks, and hopefully destroying our opponent's soul. I hope to see some soul destruction on this episode. If you just want to know what we're playing and why we're playing it, you can check out, I made a separate video, some might call it a deck profile. There I'll go over everything in here, just explain how it works. Otherwise, in this video, it's 10 duels against random opponents on YGOPro. I'll be testing this out, showing you some combos, and hopefully, we'll have a little fun. Alright, here we are, first duel, Poseidon versus the Sun. Truly a battle of Greek biblical proportions. Are we going second? We are! That's good. And we have our combo starter, which is also good. This deck, if you're unfamiliar with Mermails and Atlanteans, oh hey, he's playing the new Sunseed archetype. This was just announced at the time, Sun Avalon, that's what it's called. This was just this just came out at the time I'm recording this. It'll probably be out for like 2 weeks by the time you see it. Week and a half? I can't think straight at the moment. But yeah, if you're unfamiliar with how Mermail Atlanteans work, like, half of the monsters get effects when they're sent to the graveyard as cost for a water monster effect, and the other half are water monsters that discard other water monsters to activate their effects. So you can get kind of bricky hands if you get one or the other. Fortunately, though, you have this guy who's like, send an Atlantean from your deck to the graveyard to activate this effect. Search an Atlantean card. So it's like, even if they negate this, because it sends as cost, you can get like all your things, and one of the cards like searches stuff, so this guy is big combo starter. The only thing you really have to worry about with him, ironically, because effect negation doesn't really work that well against Mermail Atlanteans, because so many of their effects activate for cost, and because a lot of them, like, we have another card, Abyss Megalo, that like discards 2 to summon itself, and then has an effect on summon. So you're activating 3 effects at once. So if they've got like a Solemn Strike, like they can hit one of them, but they can't hit the other 2. What we are weak against, though, I mean, Floodgates, everything's weak against Floodgates, but Monster Destruction. If I normal summon this guy and they just pop it with an effect, then it's like, oh, well, fine. I guess I didn't want to activate that anyway. I have no idea what these do, by the way, and apparently YGOPro is not going to help me out here. Too new! I don't... This is the real anime experience. Your opponent just plops down a card, and you just gotta guess what it does. I cannot read that text. It's too small for me. And there's no actual text here. Well then. Okay, well fortunately, we've got Dark Ruler no more, so it doesn't matter what your card does, it's negated now. Shark. Let's go ahead. Neftabis. And we'll activate that effect. And you want to send Dragoons, because it searches stuff. It's like the main card. We're gonna send Dragoons, and we're gonna search a Dragoons. Sun Avalon Blossom. You can control a Link 4, negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. Okay, so that is a problem. Brutal, but it doesn't stop the monsters in the graveyard. That does. Fuck. Alright, so what we're gonna do now... Well, this only activates while he has a Link 4, so rather than blow that up, we're not going to waste the thing. We can activate this. I probably should have done this first. You can discard a water monster and itself to look at your opponent's hand, and banish a card until the end of the turn. I guess this one. That helps you get rid of hand traps and stuff, and then you can also, like, pop this while it's there. Just doing some stuff, you know, having a time. And let's see here. Yep, okay, so we're gonna go a little risky here, but we don't have very many options because he's negated all these things. We're going to summon this, and we're going to use it to make Coral Anemone. Anemone? Anemone. Interesting word. This can just summon a water monster out of your graveyard. That's once per turn, so we're not going to activate it. And we're just going to get this guy, because when he's summoned, you can mill 3, and then put 1 water monster back into your deck. And we're going to pick Deep Sea Diva. Now, let's go ahead and put this back, so we can get another one. And then if I happen to... Yeah, we're going to place it on the top, so we can use it next turn. And that's it. We can't deal any damage, because we hit him with Dark Ruler no more. Yeah, like, I can attack. It's not going to do anything, but I can do it. Doing this locks you into waters, by the way. I think the only thing I could make now would be, like... Ooh, I could make Hulk. No, Hulk wouldn't really help me. I could make Miss Starboy. I think I'm just going to set this, and then try to stop whatever if he tries to build something else. I'm hoping he doesn't have enough monsters to build a play. It's hard to know, because I can't read his cards! I know it's based around this normal monster, so he has the other normal monster. That's interesting. Gonna do a thing. Make another tree. Tree effect. Let's just go ahead and be like, no. No, I don't want you to activate the tree. Shark. Shark. Comment in the comments if you know who that is, by the way. I try to see it. Just try to get a gauge on what kind of audience I have. See if you know that. I figured it was appropriate, though, because my monsters are a lot of sharks. So yeah, I think we lose this one, but I blame the fact that I'm having to play blind. I don't know what a lot of these effects do. I can't read most of them. If I had thought, yeah, what I probably should have done is, again, I was kind of distracted by all this stuff, but I should have activated this first, the Minstrel, and then I could have seen that he had the Ash Blossom in his hand. I could have taken that out for this turn. Then I would have resolved my Dragoon search, and that would have opened up a whole lot more things that I could do, but I just wasn't thinking clearly. That's a strong debate tactic. Put your opponent at unease so that they can, they can't think straight, they can't make good plays. Instead, they're making seeds and I don't know what else. Plants, trees. 2000's bigger than 1800, I know that. Yeah, I remember I heard Simo read these off the other day. So I remember that all of these links have this effect that's like, you can't attack them, but it doesn't stop your opponent from attacking directly. So I can just get direct attacks in. And we top deck nefted. What a surprise. It's almost like I stacked it on top of my deck. Let's try this again, shall we? Send Dragoons. Search, Dragoons? Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have enough to really get all the things going that we would like. So, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go for Lapis Dragon. Because when you search Lapis Dragon, you can summon Lapis Dragon. Hello. Nice to meet you. And then, Halqifibrax combos. You're welcome, Internet. We'll just go ahead and make this. And this will summon our, Fishboard Launcher. What a delicious launch! So, I don't like this thing. Let's go ahead. Yeah, we're just going to Nightmare Unicorn this. Bada bingo. Goodbye, Dragoons. Back into the deck with ye. And then, if all you have in the graveyard is water monsters, you can summon back Fishboard Launcher, but it's banished if you leave the field. So only works in water monsters, but it's yet another way to get into a code talker. Howdy, howdy. And I've got like a Link 3 in the graveyard, so that's a big attack. And then I can just blow up his other two things, and 50, 60, 70. It wouldn't have been enough for game, but if he didn't have any way to come back with the two cards they would have had, then yeah, I probably would have had game. But that's an unfortunate thing about this deck, is that it cost a lot of resources to do anything, so if they do have a way to, like, blanket negate effects and also stop your stuff in the graveyard and keep you from getting that initial burst of advantage, then once you've used your hand, you're pretty much just screwed. We have one play starter that can do stuff on itself, but most of your deck is reliant on combos. But we got at least one win. Let's go ahead into the second duel, see if we can get a match with cards we can read. Here we are, the second duel. Poseidon has defeated the sun, and behind the sun is Ra, the sun god, come to take revenge for the fallen sun. Oh wait, it's not Ra, it's his chef. It's his chef. I've got to beat the chef first, and then I can go to Ra. Oh, okay, I see how it is. Oh, and we're going first. Oh, and this hand is garbage for going first. Set one, pass. I'm in danger. Although if he does summon Ra, I can Forbidden Droplet it, and that would be cool. Because then he'd pay all his life points, and I'd be like, nah. I'm gonna say nah. Okay. Yeah, let's stop him from doing things. I'm just gonna activate this. I'm gonna discard Dark Ruler no more, and be like, no. Shark. Shark! Ah. Fuck. Add an Unchained. Okay, he's playing the Unchained. I thought this was Burning Abyss, and maybe if I stopped this, then he wouldn't be able to summon his other Burning Abyss, because they would be destroyed. But no, it was Unchained with the tour guide. The question is, does he have plays? Of course he has plays. Now, the good thing about Unchained is that they generally can't OTK. They're kind of like, they're an advantage deck, kind of like this. The bad news is, like, I have this guy. Most of the go first versions of the deck, not playing this. Because its effect is when it's discarded for a water monster, you pop a face down card. It also has an effect when it attacks, which is not good first turn. And I've got this guy who can discard stuff, so it's like, hey, I can pop traps while discarding to summon myself and searching a thing, hey. Except if I pop his traps, bad things are gonna happen. And I don't want bad things to happen. I'm a proponent of good things. If he plays another one of these, okay, good. He does not, as far as I could tell. I was saying how this couldn't FTK, and now he's getting, like, all these things on board. A sad state of affairs. I just wonder, you're playing all these traps, and you're playing these things that clearly need to go first. Like, if he had another one of these, that's 6, 7, 8. Like, it seems like you're playing a go first build that wants to rely on traps and stuff. I don't know why you made me go first. I would have been much better off going second. Yep, and I probably should have discarded this and I kept on to the Dark Ruler no more. Then I could stop all this shenanigans, this chicanery. Unfortunately, I think that's all she wrote. She didn't write any more. Yep, looks like it. Because, like, I can do this. I can discard to summon. Anti-spell fragrance. Whatever, nerd. Summon. Pop. Yep, we'll get that. We'll get this. This searches a, level 4 or lower Mermail from your deck to your hand when it's summoned. Which is kind of neat. It can kind of get your plays started, but he's going to have too much interaction for me to deal with. Get Abyss Spike, which you get just for these situations specifically. Yeah, and he's going to get advantage off of that being destroyed, but if I didn't destroy it, then he could just, like, pop one of his own, pop one of mine, and then I'm in danger. I mean, I'm still in danger, but we're fine. I don't think there's literally anything I could do. I could just pretend. Yep. I get another minstrel. I could get... Yep, and unfortunately I can't activate this if my opponent doesn't have a hand. So there we go. I mean, that's the thing about this deck. We're going to have fast duels, one way or another. Either I'm going to win in a couple turns, or I'm going to get doomed. And every time I have to go first, we have a couple go first things, but it's not going to work very well. But we got 100, so we lose to Raj Chef. This isn't very raw at all, but Whatever. Let's go into the third duel. Alrighty then, here we are, the third duel. Poseidon has come back from the sun. He's a little bruised, and somehow he's found himself in the wizarding world of Harry Potter, fighting against Gryffindor and going second in the process. Har-tar-tar-tar-tar-tar-tar. This is a pretty nice hand. I'm okay with this hand. It doesn't have Nephthibis in it, but we could get Nephthibis. Oh no. Oh boy. Infernoble Knights. We could play through Infernoble Knights with Dark Ruler no more, assuming they don't take both of them out of my hand, but Infernoble Knights is kind of a hand loop deck. They're kind of better at it than Mermails are. What was that? That wasn't a Noble Knight. Excuse me, good sir. Laval Cannon. Alright. And Secret Six Samurai Genba into Link Cross. Okay, you know, I'm all for people doing original stuff, but if you're going to use Link Cross to do stuff, you might as well just... Like, if you're going to play a card that's clearly going to be banned, just play the meta decks. There's no point, like, look what this clearly going to be banned card can do for a subpar archetype. Like, yeah, because it's broken. I already knew that. It has nothing to do with your smaller archetype. Tatsunoko. Alright. Overlay 2 level 3 Ixies. That lets you synchro summon with your hand. Lavavel Salamander. This card is synchro summon. Draw 2 cards. Send 2 cards from your hand to the graveyard, including at least 1 fire monster. If you do not have your fire monster, your entire hand gets shuffled into the deck. Once per turn, you can banish 1 fire, change 1 face down monster your opponent controls to face down, up to the number of lavels. Okay, it's not a quick effect, though. So, I'm not scared of this. It's neat. I like the design. It's like a giant underground wingling dragon. What else you got for me? Oh? You're just making Charles. I feel like there's a lot easier ways you could have made Charles, my dude. Alright. What now, home slice? What does this do again? If equip card becomes equipped, you could destroy 1 card on the field. During the end phase, you can equip 1 from your hand or graveyard. Then you can equip 1 fire from the deck. Okay. So you're gonna smoke grenade. Okay. That was a big, long, roundabout way to smoke grenade for 1. See, if he's smart, he'll take the dragoons. Or not smart, but if he knows how mermails work. Because that'll lock me out of things. Well, that actually was pretty smart, too. While this is a equip card, your opponent cannot target the monster with card effects. It cannot be destroyed by card effects. Okay, so I don't really need to use the Dark Rulers no more. Yeah, we're just going to activate Megalo. We're going to send these 2. It's send 2 to summon himself. Alright. This card is in your graveyard. You could target 1 warrior. Okay. Hello. Dragoons. And yes, I would also like to search. I didn't know this was a tuner synchro. Send 1 equip spell from, then add 1. Okay. Let's see. At this point, I'm more afraid of the spell effect, so let's get this. He searches this armor when he's summoned. And with this, I'm going to get the Playstarter dude, I believe. Yes, because it'll allow me to do other things as well. Howdy, howdy. What's up? You think that'll stop me? I do not care. I will still activate. What do I want to send? This card cannot target the monster with card effects. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Alright, so I think what I want to do is just destroy his face down card. So we're going to do that. Because I'm scared of whatever that is. Pop, pop. Just another infinite impermanence. Alright. Should have activated it. So then this guy, he can tribute a monster and attack twice. And when this is sent to the graveyard, you get to summon a dude out of the graveyard. It's pretty neat. Let's see. It doesn't really matter, does it? I guess we'll just go for this because I can't get over all his stuff. And all his attack is being gained by equip cards. So activating this, I'll have 32, which is not quite enough. I can get over his other stuff. 1 second. Nope, unfortunately I just don't have anything to get over Charles at the moment. But I can get big, and I can stop him from doing other things. Wait, this has a quick effect? Oh, I'm an idiot! If an equipped monster is equipped to a monster on the field! Alright, I don't play Infernoble enough. Well, I think that's probably it. I thought it had to be equipped to him. When one's equipped, you can destroy... Okay. So I lose to Noble Knights. Why are you playing all this non-Noble Knight stuff, though? I don't feel like that helped you at all. Very strange. Either way, let's go into the fourth duel. Alright, here we are, fourth duel versus someone who is just... They've got a poop brother. And there's not much they could do about it. That's just how it is. Unfortunately, we got destroyed by Noble Knights last time, but maybe we'll have a chance. They're setting cards. Who knows what that could be? He's got no face-up cards. This, when it's used, when heavy infantry is used as material, it destroys a face-up card. You know, let's go ahead. We're going to start off with Minstrel. We're going to discard Dragoons. See what they've got. Alright. No bird for you. And then I'm going to search the Atlantean Prince. Look at him. He's got abs like a Greek Adonis. That's why we got the name Poseidon up there. Alright. Let's send another Dragoons. And search the one that does face-down monsters, so I could deal with face-down monsters. Let's go ahead. We're going to search the Megalo. Big shark. Biggest shark. He's basically the entire crux of this deck. Yeah. And where this one can discard 1 to summon itself, it has less attack. So, destroy a face-down card. My least favorite deck in the whole game. Really? Worse than Mystic Mine? And Chain Burn? And, Psy-Frames? I hate those. We're gonna get a Bisgund. Ooh, Harpy's Featherstorm. So many people ran to my locals, I got burnt out. Ah, that is understandable. I thought it was like a philosophical opposition to their play style. I was like, there's nothing really wrong with it. I mean, I guess I understand if you don't like it particularly, but I think it's fine. Let's go ahead. We're going to use these two to make my boy. Look at him. He's so shiny. And then we're going to activate these. We're going to discard this, and I guess the Lapis Dragon, because I literally can't use it, and there's nothing to pop. And then we're going to activate this first. Just overrated. No offense towards you. Oh, I thank you. So polite. It's nice to see polite people out here. And this is going to search. Let's see. Yeah, let's get the biggest attack. Yeah, so the thing that this guy searches, the guns, the reason we played is because it summons back a Mermail when it's sent to the graveyard. So we're going to put that on him. Biggest 3700 shark. And then we're going to tribute off a water monster, an attack position water monster. And it can attack. What is your fave deck? Kristrons. I like rock-looking things. And also, they play on the opponent's turn. My keyboard is in a weird place. I like decks that play on the opponent's turn. Very nice. I wish they had more viable. Someday. Anyway, it was nice. We got to meet someone friendly. The Starboy got to attack. We finally got an OTK in here. So I could at least say we got one OTK. Let's go into the fist duel. Yes, the fist duel. We'll show the opponent the fist with cards in it. And I don't know what I'm on about. Alright, duel number 5. We win some, we lose some, and others. We go up against Carlos. We're giving a hi to Carlos. And we've got a pretty nice hand, you know? And Carlos is Ra. I thought Ra's chef would be Ra, but no, it was Carlos the whole time. He stopped being Dora the Explorer's friend, and then he just... Was that Carlos? Fuck, I don't know. That was after my time. Either way, we got a pretty good hand. We got our starter. Anytime you got Neftibus, you're pretty good, because he's going to be able to get you, like, 2 cards. And then there's also Deep Sea Diva that searches Neftibus out the deck. So you got 6 starters, 7 if you include 1 for 1, which can search this. We've also got Abystius, which is pretty good. And we started with Heavy Infantry, which means we can, like, bait out negations by activating this and discarding this, which will destroy stuff, and summon, like, we could threaten some things. And then if need be, we've got Forbidden Droplet with the other Abystius. And we're still going to get another draw. Hopefully. If Carlos doesn't, Guardian Slime. Is Guardian Slime on top of the deck? No, it's Fear Mode. So close. He didn't guess quite well enough. And once he's got a set, but that's fine. Now we could do it the other way. We'll send this. We'll summon the Abystius. We'll pop. And this will search a thing. Ash Blossom. See, we baited out the Ash Blossom on this. Metal Reflect Slime. He's sliming. Okay, so that was face down, but that's fine. Because we've got another one. They're not once per turn. And this one destroys face-up cards, so we've got for both. And that's why this is a good go-second deck. Assuming you get the things that you want to get. Normal summon. Also, I think I messed up by summoning this ahead of time. I really had nothing to wait on. Let's see. That's 2 monsters summoned, so... we don't really have to worry about stuff. Ah, okay. Shark! The big question is, does he have, like, a Nibiru? If he has a Nibiru, I might be Nibiru screwed, you know what I'm saying? Let's search out Lapis Dragon. If you only get 1 search, go for the dragon. Dragon it up. Dragging it up from the underground. 17. Yeah, we need to go for big things. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to, we're just going to hope he doesn't have Nibiru. We're just going to hope for that. How's it going? And actually, since we've got a level 7, what we could do is make Risen Dragite. Because we have water monsters. So that'll give us a negate on the field. And then we could bring back Fishborg. The Borg of Fish. Fishborger. And let's go ahead. I don't think we're going to be able to OTK either way. 19. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8? No, it's not going to be... it's going to be close. Fuck it, let's go for a Starboy. We've got a Neftibus in the graveyard, so we can summon that back if he destroys all our things. Just gotta hope he doesn't draw another Sphere Mode. It's gonna be close. Close, but no cigar. Yeah, the other one's good because she floats into, like, whatchamacallit. Set this. Let me see if F3 will open up your extra deck, if you didn't know. You don't have to click on anything. What's her name? Abysslacia. Yeah, Abysslacia, she can, during your opponent's turn, discard a card, add 1 Mermail from deck to hand, hey. And then if it's destroyed by an opponent's attack or effect, send a water monster from deck to the graveyard, and then summon a water monster from the graveyard. So it's like, hey, there's a pretty good amount of floating you've got there. Oh. Set 1 Metal Reflect Slime. Gonna try to negate. Okay, gotcha. Uninteresting thing you got going there. It's not gonna save you. Because I can get over your token. For some reason, this token is transparent. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, I'm just gonna negate the Metal Reflect Slime. Shark. So they tried. I actually tried to make a raw deck not too long ago, and it pretty much turned out like this. My boy, coming on in here, tipping the top hat. So there we go. Not quite an OTK, but is close. I almost OTK'd. I could have done some stuff if I felt like. I just didn't feel like it. I did things wrongly. And also, I mean, we played through some disruption and stuff. Either way, 5 duels down already. Let's go ahead into the halfway point. Welcome to the halfway thing. Episode's going quick, so I'll keep this quick. If you like the show, donate to the Patreon. That's how I make my money. That's how I keep the show going. I have ad revenue. I don't use it very much. It's like 1 ad every half an hour. If you'd like to keep it that way, if you'd like me to keep playing decks that aren't necessarily popular but are interesting, then do that. And if not, you know, like the video, comment, subscribe. Only like 30% of you were subscribed, surprisingly. I thought that number would be higher. Either way, let's get back into it. Here we go, the 6th duel versus the King Cannon. Is he a king with a cannon? The king of the cannons? Or is he a cannon that shoots kings forth from them? I like that last one, personally. I'm not a monarchist. I don't know if we have any monarchists in the chat. Let me know, but as a political philosophy, as a newly appointed political YouTuber, I gotta say, not a fan of monarchies. Maybe that's controversial. I don't want no king. I'll have to do that's a very pertinent video topic. I'm sure there's a lot of monarchists around. Looks like we're playing against Invoked. We've got a good hand. Again, we've got like this can bait out stuff. This can bait out stuff. We've got this. We've also got a search with Deep Sea Aria. A search, it takes up a little bit. You got to set up a little bit. You have to banish a water monster in your graveyard, and then you can add a level 4 lower sea serpent, which includes this guy, also includes this guy, also includes several of these Atlantean cards that you discard. So it can help you get more resources and everything, let you toolbox a little bit into whatever Atlantean you need. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to like really stop this, but fortunately that's all he's got. So let's just go ahead. We're going to start with the Minstrel. Send that. There you go. I did it. What you got to say about that? Let me see what's in your hand. Okay, we're just going to yoink that out of the way. Pop, pop. You're going to negate it if you want to survive. There you go, buddy. That's a nice, you got it going. Shark. Deep Sea Aria. Let's banish the Minstrel. I know you don't have no Ash Blossom. And we're just going to get another Atlantean Heavy Infantry, because you know what? Nothing in this deck is once per turn. Send the Heavy Infantry. He's Heavy Infantry for a reason. Howdy, howdy. Pop. And then we're going to get a search. I like to search. Maybe that's just me. Gonna get the Abyss Gund. There we go. Normal summon. Yeah, he knew it was coming. That would have been an OTK. I'm 90% sure. I could, like, send Dragoons, search a Dragoons, and then the Dragoons would search Abyss Megalo. Abyss Megalo tributes these 2 in my hand to summon itself. And then it can tribute a monster to attack twice, so you tribute the Nephthys, and then when Nephthys goes to the graveyard, you could summon back another Atlantean, which, I don't have any. That's banished. Yeah, these ones have 0 attack, so that either way, I would have had 32 attacking twice, 17. I could have done other... Well, I would have won. That would have... I'm counting that as an OTK. Whoever's keeping track of the OTKs, count that one. He just quit before it happened. This is a victory dragon situation. Either way, let's go into the 7th duel. The fightin' 7th! Oh, why, thank you. I went in trying to fight this guy for the fightin' 7th, but he said my mustache looks nice, so I think I'm good. Who knows? I keep saying he for the opponents. I just assume, because like 98% of my audience is male, I assume that's about how many people play Yu-Gi-Oh! Or how many guys play Yu-Gi-Oh! There are some women. I should probably say them, because it could be either one. Hard to say. If a lady's gonna be talking about how good my mustache is, it's like, hey, you never know. Although they're playing hero, so I don't care how pretty you are. If you're a hero player, I'm not gonna date you. I'm sorry. That's just not how it is. To be fair, I'm probably not gonna date you anyway. I don't really care about. I got too much Yu-Gi-Oh to play to be dating people. What do you think I am? Someone who has time? I don't have time. I don't know why I'm going on this psychotic rant. It's oddly like hot and cold in my house at the same time. It feels like if I turned the air conditioned, like I woke up and it was freezing. I turned on the heat and now it's like too hot. Feels like if I turn it down ever so slightly, I go to freezing. Maybe I'm going insane from playing too much Yu-Gi-Oh! From being trapped inside the house. I've heard that happens. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sickness, Yu-Gi-Oh! Madness, they call it. You gotta watch out for that. But yeah, this is hero combos. I don't think they're gonna do anything particularly interesting. And either way, we've got a Forbidden Droplet, we've got a Minstrel, we've got a Megalo, and a Dragoons. So I think we can handle pretty much whatever they want to set. We're going to be able to advantage like crazy off of this hand. And still have stuff left over to Forbidden Droplet anything that might stop us. So we'll just fast forward and we'll be back when they're done making their board. Oh boy, well this is going to be a challenge. We got Plasma, who's going to negate, he's just, what's the effect say? Negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls. He's got Absolute Zero. Probably a mask change to get rid of that as well. And no hand for the Minstrel. So I think what I'm going to do, I need to negate the Plasma, and I think that's all I'm going to try, because everything else I'm going to need from my hand. So we'll just discard the Minstrel, because he doesn't have a hand anyway. And negate the Plasma. The Plazinator. Chaz the Plaz Rodriguez. And then we're going to... Yeah, we're going to activate Megalo. We're going to send the Dragoons and the other Megalo. Duletot Megalovania. Megalovania. Boop-a-doop-a-doop boop. Big old guy. Boop-a-doop-a-doop boop. Megalovania. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Big old fish guy. Mask change. Alright, he's changing the Plasma. Going into a Dirklaw. Ah, I see. I still get my search, though. Fortunately, I think things have to go to the graveyard. Yeah, if it's sent to the graveyard. Fortunately, let's get this. That'll negate a spell. And this will search... I don't know. One of these. I think we're going to need this. So, I need to attack the Sunriser first. Yeah. Oh, but he's gonna get if he gets rid of the spell. Fuck. At least he did that. That's gonna wipe his board, too. Oh, it's all monsters the opponents control. Okay. Yeah, I think with the Mass Law and the Nuke, if I can't access the graveyard, then Neftibus doesn't do anything. Okay, that was a better move than I realized. Mostly because it didn't wipe his field. But yeah, the one-sided Macrocosmos with the field nuke is going to, unfortunately... Because, like, I can't even send monsters to the graveyard to activate. I can't equip. I can't live. I can't die. I can't do anything. I'm just gonna, yep, rip-a-roni. That's the one thing I found, like, Macrocosmos / Darklaw, who does the same thing as Macrocosmos, essentially, and, what's it called? Abyss Dweller. Both of those will just hard shut down this deck. A sad state of affairs. Maybe I should have saved. No, I couldn't have saved. Oh, I appreciate the song. Well, thanks. While he was building, I did the I'm holding out for a hero. I'm holding out for a hero till the end of the night. Unfortunately, the hero I was holding out for was supposed to be me, and he didn't let me. He shut down the graveyard. Heroes don't do that. That's a villain thing. Elemental villains more like it. Yo, what's up? It's Tiny Rick. I'm trying to remember. I don't think that was a very good episode. I don't remember it very well. I assume it's a Rick and Morty thing. That's the only Rick that's worthwhile right now. Rick Sanchez. I'm trying to think if there's any other famous Ricks. Not that I know of. Comment in the comments if you're a Rick. There's Ricky Ricardo from I Love Lucy. That was like from the 1950s, though. That's black and white. You don't want to talk about that. I'm running out of things to say. Oh, the best card of 20-something 15. Imagine if this had an effect, too, if it wasn't just a normal monster. Did you really just summon that so you could equip it with golden bamboos? Alright. Interesting tactic. 1 day of peace. Rip. I need... Okay. Looks like Exodia? Is this an Exodia deck? No. Crusadia Maximus. Why are you drawing all these cards? Is this Crusadia Exodia? They both have Ia at the end. That would be interesting. Oh yeah, it is a tuner, so it can go into Halqifibrax. Chain summoning. Okay. You could conduct 3 normal summons this turn. What you doing, Home Slice? You got normal summons to do? Now he's going into Auroradon combos. I am very confused. Part of me wants to skip ahead because I've seen Auroradon combos before, but at the same time, I haven't the slightest idea. Was the golden bamboo sword just like a way to draw on to doing meta Auroradon combos? He's got to be up to something else, right? What else is in the graveyard? The Crusadias. Okay, Old Entity Cthugga. Interesting. Turn all rank 4 Ixie monsters to the field. This is used as fusion material, draw 1 card. If it's used as Ixie material, draw 1 card. Are we gonna see this thing fused? Again, I have to believe we got a level 13 Colt. What the hell is going on here? If you just end on this board, it doesn't seem like you could do it. LOL, what? Tokens? I've never been more confused. And I can't OTK him. You know what, let's see what the hell he's got in his hand. We're gonna send the Dragoons for that. Let's see what he's holding on to. Is it Exodia? Did I guess the Exodia? Is this the weirdest Exodia deck I've ever seen? And just a whole bunch of defense wall. Come on, let me see your hand. Did I catch you red-handed? Huh? And he surrendered. You know what? I'm gonna see your hand anyway. Let me see your hand, Tiny Rick. Okay, let's see what the heck we got working with here. He sent that to the graveyard. We saw that. I don't know why he made this for the cursed bamboo sword. That seems unusual. Yep. Okay, it was okay. Why the chain summoning though? Why chain summon the Exodia? Trick Clown 003. Alrighty then. I guess so if he drew into the Predaplant engine, he could do stuff. How you gonna get back your Exodia pieces if you discard them for stuff, though? You've got very few monsters to discard I guess he's just hoping he gets the Trick Clown or something. And then what was the extra deck? Just drawing cards, draw cards, draw cards. Link Cross. Oh, okay. And was the one Maximus the only one he had? No, okay, he's playing an Arborea, 2 Arboreas. 1 Maximus, 2 Arborea. Oh, okay. Now that's an interesting deck. What's weird is that he wouldn't, I don't think he would have, well, it would have been impossible for him to lose there. Because I couldn't OTK, because he activated 1 Day of Peace. And just looking at my hand, like, I have the ability to build a pretty big board, but I mean, all I'm going to add on is, like, 1 monster, 1 spell trap negate. Maybe monster negation, hard to say. Either way, he would have had another turn to play. I would have tried to play it out, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what he had. Actually, we could check real quick. What else did he... Oh, it was just this, wasn't it? It was just this, and his next card would have been Arborea. Okay. So yeah, I'm counting that as an OTK too. I didn't pull off the OTK, but I'm counting it as an OTK. Let's go into the ninth duel. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the 9th duel versus Vanguard. He's playing the wrong game. I took a short break, just sat down, watched a video. Oh, I have to go first. So, indeed. But we have this, which means we might be able to actually do some stuff. Let's see. Send Dragoons, search Dragoons. Hey, you're just what I needed. I wish I could search the other one, the one that only takes like 1 monster. That would be neat. That would be cool. Unfortunately, I can't do that thing. Let's go ahead. We're going to send these 2. Badadi-boop. And then we're just going to like activate. This one's optional. All the rest of them are mandatory, so they have to activate. Let's go for monster effect. Yeah, I think spell effect. Yeah, let's go, because we already have monster effect negation. And what do we add to our hand? Oh, the Lapis Dragon. Alright. Let's go for that one. And then we will summon the Lapis Dragon. Hello. Nice to meet you. We don't have a whole lot. I was hoping maybe we could make the other thing, but we really need another level 7. We don't have a lot of... Okay, so what we can do, though, we can Halka-Febrax with these 2. And that'll summon this, right? Yes. Fishborg. We can make a Nightmare Unicorn. Yep. Not gonna send anything back. We're just gonna make it. No, I don't want to send anything back. And then what we're gonna do is go ahead and make a 2-material Appaloosa. So we've got 2 monster negates, a spell negate, and another monster negate. Possibly upwards of 1 monster negate, depending on what he ends up getting. This deck can make a lot of really good first turn plays if you build around it. Most of the versions of this deck don't play, Oh yeah, we're gonna negate that. Most of the go first versions of this deck don't play Megalo. Because he's only really good for, like, attacking. He's got big number. Alright, so we've baited out 1. Is that it? Oh, okay. Hello. No. I'm gonna continue to negate things. My name is Negate Johnson, King of the Sharks. I have no things, and I don't like public parks. That's fine, because this will negate it. Yep, that's how this works. It's like, if your opponent would activate something, it's during the... During the main phase? Yeah. Ah. Ah, I see. Nope. I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna send this and the Dark Ruler. And we're just gonna negate both of these. And be like, okay, what can you make now? You got 3 tuners. Granted, he hasn't used this effect, but I'm not sure what else he could do. And we're pretty much, if he can get over 2,400, I'm doom screwed. Screw-doomed. Okay, going in the misses. Is this gonna be a knockdown, drag-out brawl, I tell you what. Let's see here. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and summon this, just to get more monsters on the field. We'll get that, and this doesn't really help me. This card is discarded to the graveyard. With this one, let's get Marksman. Sure, Marksman. Why not? And then, yeah, I already normal summoned. We're just going to go ahead and tribute this off, so I get 2 attacks with 2,400, because that'll be able to get over everything. We'll get the misses out of here. He'll get something back. Then I'll attack this one. I was really hoping, I always forget that this one, it's level 3. Add one level... Oh, a level 3 water monster. Okay, I always think it's level 3 or lower. I'm like, yeah, this can search the Nephtabyss. I'll have it for next turn. Then I can make a big comeback. Nope. So the real question is, what can Adamancipator do with 1 monster? Probably a lot, depending on the luck of the draw, you know. Debris Dragon. 1 monster with 500 or less. Okay. And then you could synchro summon a dragon monster. Oh, and then you can get the Researcher. Yep, there might... Okay, you know what? We're just going to skip because they got a lot of combos. Not sure if from this position they'll be able to OTK. Hard to say, hard to leg. But we'll see. Alright, all he made was Leonite. And yeah, while we were in between, I asked him, like, why'd you choose to go second? Like, your deck is clearly about comboing off and building stuff, and his response was this level 4. This level 4 has a Cyber Dragon effect. You got if your opponent controls a monster. It's like, yeah, but the other ones you just normal summon, and you shouldn't build around just that one effect. Everything else you could normal summon that too and still get the effect off. That's what I did when I made my version of the deck. You could also just do like the meta people do and not play that one. Or play it at lesser numbers. Stacking stuff on top, alright. And he's playing the field spell as well. A curious choice, to be certain. Hey. Actually, this isn't that bad because I have this, depending on what this trap is. Atlantean Marksman, when it deals battle damage, summons an Atlantean from the deck. Bada bingo! I get a thing! No, I don't! Shark! Alright. Set Forbidden Droplet. Your move. I still have a chance to draw into Nephtabyss, or a thing that summons Nephtabyss, so I have a chance. Interesting, so that's gotta have like 0 attack, essentially. It's gotta be one of the eggs. I guess you set that? I don't know. Rip. Yeah, he's like playing traps and everything too. It's like, you would have been much better going first. I mean, maybe not in this case, because I would have been able to tear down the board a lot better if he had existing stuff. But against most decks, you're going to be better going first than second. If your plan is to build things. Great. Leonite beatdown, am I right? Yep. I can have the attack if I really need to. Yep, unfortunately, that's just it. Had to go first, couldn't put up quite as many things as I would have liked. And the ability of Adamanticators to do things has just carried him. Wait. Did you just summon that in defense and then get... Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I have a I have a chance after all. What? Oh, okay. I'm confused about what you... What? I'm confused about what you're doing. This seems very strange. You had game and then you got rid of it. Is this guy just, is he just clicking buttons? Is he just a button click? When a monster activates his effect while you control an Adamanticator synchro. I don't know either. Reading is important. I still got that. Goddamn. But he got rid of his field spell, so... Yep, we're fine. I mean, I could have set this. It might have protected from one attack, but at this point, I should have lost already. Unsure about why I'm still alive. Welcome to existential what a deck. What is even the purpose of meaning, my dudes? I mean, when you think about it, like when you really think about it, just think about just get to think, and it's like, what if there were no possessions, man? How would I know where my stuff is? We'll be back again. Oh, did I say we would be back? I meant we would be back in the 10th duel. Actually, forget what I said. It was a lot of... That guy was like the slowest player. I just kind of forgot. And I feel bad about losing to him, because geez and crackers, he just did not know what he was doing at all. It's like, I kind of liked Adamanticator, but like after seeing that, it feels like maybe the deck just plays itself. Maybe you don't actually have to have any like knowledge or anything about the deck to play it. Possibly, hard to say. I don't know, maybe I'm just salty about losing. Just a little salt, could be. Looks like we're going up against Galaxy Photons, another powerful deck. But at least we're going second this time, and we have some things to deal with some things. Going for the Union Carrier. Ah, ooh, I see. And what will you be doing? A photon orbital? Gonna be orbiting my photons up on her? Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. Is this a Union monster? No, you can just equip any monster. Okay, gotcha. Interesting combo. Sorry, I got hit by a sudden sneeze. Usually I don't sneeze before I have a chance to like breathe in, but that one was just like waka-cha, waka-cha. It was like a Johnny Test. I'm not sure if you remember that show. If you ever listen to it, they do this thing where they like every time they move their hand, it makes a whip crack sound. You could look up compilations on YouTube or just watch any episode of Johnny Test, and once you hear it, you won't be able to enjoy the show anymore. I mean, if you enjoyed it before, I always thought the writing was pretty bad, and the characters were pretty unlikable. But add to that the fact that every like 8 seconds there's a... It's like, no, I cannot. Is that all we get? Galaxy 0, it's not over yet. And so it begins the great galaxying of our time. Special summoning cannot attack or activate its effects. If it would be destroyed, you could destroy this. Alright. Interesting. So, what we doing here? So this is useless. So let's just Forbidden Droplet with that. And negate that. Alright. This with Dragoons. And they lost connection. They lost connection! What a sad state of affairs. I've barely gotten to OT. I guess I'm going to have to do replays this time. If you're wondering why the deck profile didn't have any singing in it, it's because I'm saving it for the replays. Because yeah, this deck did pretty well, but it didn't show off everything that I wanted it to. So I'm going to see if I can get one of those together for you this week, hopefully. We'll see. It's hard to say now. It depends how much either way, let's go to the end screen. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Mermail Atlantean OTK. We went 6-4. Probably about what I expected with a deck this old. It's got a couple new playmakers and everything, but it's still kind of showing its age. It still kind of has to rely on getting Dark Ruler no more, or Forbidden Droplet. Hopefully you saw at least the spark of a play. We didn't get to do everything. I didn't get to make Whale Force. This is like one of my favorite synchros. We didn't get to make the Ixie, look at that big old Poseidon-looking fucker, or any of the Ice Barrier stuff, so a little unfortunate. But hopefully you got to see enough, you got to get a good idea of kind of what plays will do, and if not, like I said, I'm going to see if I can get an actual replay up this week. Either way, thanks for watching, thanks for enjoying. Next time, probably going to be looking at something spooky for Halloween, and it's not going to be ghost tricks this time. So there's that. So look forward to that, and until next time, good luck, and have fun. Hey there, before you swim away, take a moment to bathe in the warm waters of the end screen, where I give my sincere thanks to the high-tier patrons who have hit me with a tidal wave of donations. They are Davon Crushin, Tiberius Kane Moriarty, Damian A. Beltran, 01503, Austin Glover, Chris W., Crazy Gingerman, Daniel Frowsing, Lucas Geardis, Quintingent, Diotic, Mr. Eiffel, Dancing Joker, Buster Blader, Matt, Kiervan, Nathan, King Zirmus, Nightfang, and Penumbra Eterna. It's thanks to jawsome sharks like them that I can make videos on old archetypes like this. Click the link on the screen to join them and become an elite high-tier patron yourself, or at the very least drop me a like and a comment, every little bit helps. Today's secret question of the day is, who is your favorite VTuber and why? Let me know down in the comments, and until next time, stay frosty, Legos.